Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because I am the head of this household. I have to listen to what my people are saying before I can speak, because I got a bunch of wisdom behind me. And as I'm listening to you, I see where it's coming together. I walked in your because of my education, my wisdom, my experience, my upgrade as a leader. It's just like a grown-ass parent. You listen to a child, they ain't gone through what you got to listen to this child so that you can lead them and get them to where you are. The problem is some women think they think they above the man. I'm like, why the hell you marry a man that you think you above already? He can't do nothing for you. You certainly ain't looking for no advice from him. If you know that that's you, why are you looking for a husband? You already think you are smart and smarter than him. Becoming a part of a body means you're submitting to that business. And that you want to learn from them. If that's not what you want to do, why the fuck you trying to get married? That's what marriage is. You ain't figured that out? Okay, so the next thing, so the man, you got to start talking. You got to go back. Don't worry about, God will give it back to you. Try to speak as intelligent as you can, because you've got to be able to win this woman's respect. If you cannot win her respect and her honor and all that, because she already, most of the time, if she came from a household without a father in there, all she understands is what mama do and mama said it and blah, blah, blah. And she has that same thing in her. She doesn't know, she haven't seen her mother submit to a man, so she damn sure don't know how. You got to show her, and you got to be patient. You got to see if she has a teachable spirit. And if you can, are you of a leader spirit? Do you have any substance about yourself that you can impart into this female? Because if she thinks that she is just as whatever, I don't know why she's marrying you. If you haven't shown anything to her, or she's been impressed with anything of more than your money and the fact that you can dress or whatever, if she doesn't see that deepness in you, then and she doesn't appreciate that you are deep enough to be able to explain these things to her, that is not your wife. That's a woman who wants to be single and wants to have their way. And you need to let her go on and do it, because that's okay. That's okay. Just let me treat you like another man. And I don't have to open the doors for you. I don't have to pull out the chair for you and push it up to you. No, I'm not going to do that to another man. He's insulted, and you should be insulted. You should be insulted if you're the type of woman that want to have your way and you want to be treated equal to him. He ain't got no business treating you, opening the door for you and doing all this. You're masculine. You don't want to be treated like a lady. You want to be treated like the way he treat his buddies. Now we competitive. I'm competitive with other men. We out here I ain't trying to put nothing in their way and try to stop them, but I'm trying to get mine. They trying to get theirs for their family. That's the way we think. And if you're godly, man, you ain't trying to do something that's wrong. You want your words to have meaning and depth and righteousness. So that when you speak to another man, if he got righteousness in him, he will be quickened. Iron sharpens iron. But if you're a feminine woman, and you saying you're a feminine woman, but you acting like you acid, you need to go check yourself. You don't fool yourself. You thinking I'm a good woman. No, hell you ain't. You might be a good woman as an independent woman, but you're not a good woman as a wife. So stop pretending. You haven't been cut from that fabric. A woman who has come up in a household where her dad has taken care of things, she knows what that feels like. She knows, and if she's looking for that same feeling to transfer over into her marriage, she needs to find a man who is able to give her that same type of feel. And that's a man who has himself together, and he has got himself to a point to where he can take care of her without she having to worry. about insurance and all that shit. That man got it covered. He's ready to receive the land that is nurturing. Peace, quiet. I got this, baby. I got it. Stop trying to get it. I got it. And if you already got it as a woman, why are you trying to get somebody else to? You're gonna make the same mistakes again. You're gonna keep going from man to man to man to man. Because the problem is not the man. The problem is you. I know plenty of educated men. Black men, you see a black man who has gone and become a doctor or a lawyer, and they have gotten to a certain, that man has a certain amount of discipline in himself. Black men, if a black man you dealing with, he's a pharmacist, he is a doctor, he's a lawyer, he's the owner of this, that ain't no frivolous man. That man had to work to get to where he is. And you to treat him with the disrespect and honor, but you want him to protect you and all this stuff, and you bringing all this goddamn acid to him, he already knows his worth. He should not have to argue with his own body about this cancer that this person is creating in this disharmony. You have not learned how to move into a man's life and bring him comfort and what have you, as he brings you comfort. You got to have a word to say. You want to, and I think this is the reason why there's Esther in the Bible. She knew how to speak to a king. She could get any goddamn thing she wanted because she knew how to speak to the king and a man. That's the problem. Woman sitting up talking, you hit me, you abusing me, you throwing me, you doing all this shit to me. What are you doing? Are you creating an acid environment? You think you just like that man, don't you? You run out making your big money and all that shit, and you want to be in this company. You want this man on your arm to put the door open for you, open dance with you, make you turn and make you look all feminine and shit. But on the he better not make the wrong mistake. You gonna fight his ass. You gonna defend yourself. You going to war with him. That's who you are. That's who you are. It doesn't matter about whether the man's a good man or not. If you're not getting your way and you're not happy and you don't have a thing, you got words to put on him. And you're going to use all them words like hitting and throwing, you abusing me, you solid. I'm like, to a man, when a woman, if I know that there's such thing as they're saying it can be abusive. But that's one of the situations that is so easy to resolve if you really need to. That is so easy to resolve. Just leave the relationship. If a man is silent to you, because most men, aggressive men, when they get mad with you, they might go as far as hitting you. You think the fact that he said, I'm just not going to talk, I'm going to leave, I'm gone 2 or 3 days, I'm just going to be silent. Oh, he's abusing. Silent. He's silently abusing me. Okay, that may be true. That may be true, but that's the easiest one to get away from. What you don't want is to be in a situation where that man is abusing you physically. Now, and some people say, well, I can get over the hit. No, someone, a female really close to me, who I'm the protector of, she kept these words to herself, and she had left this guy, and I said, you know, I don't approve of divorce. I said, when you start having a relationship with a man, in God's sight, you married. You having sex. What more is there than that in a marriage? You submitted yourself, open yourself up, your land. You've allowed him to plant in your garden. Y'all have gone to do business together. Y'all in business. And you done this. And maybe you can say, well, he left the garden. He stopped tilling the soil. He stopped doing this and he stopped doing that. Close your goddamn, put the gates around your goddamn fence. Don't let the deer come in and eat up your garden. So that's easy. He silently came in. But if he comes in there beating and doing all this stuff, doing something that puts my loved one into danger. Once she told me that, it was like, shit, that's easy, baby. I'm not gonna let somebody abuse let's say they put my loved one into danger, trying to scare them to death. Let's say maybe put them in a car and driving 100 miles an hour, scaring her, cause he trying to put fear in her. Oh, it's time to leave that nigga. That's abusive. But if all he's doing is he's quiet here and there, let his ass go. Let him go. He doesn't deserve you. And if he's abusing you in that sense, putting fear and terror in you like this, you got my support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.